is the king of the jungle. How can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality.
Going through life and being on this side of life and knowing you gave everything you have and now somebody calls you champion the rest of your life. I paid that price, you know? I said, or imagine messing it up and regret it the rest of your life. And the moment that I was even thought of when I was playing, when I heard somebody say, first ballot Hall of Famer, man, that's football heaven. That's sitting with, when I was 11 years old, when I was 10 years old, 10, 11 years old, I told Phil Simms yesterday, like, he was one of my favorite quarterbacks. But Wilbur Marshall was one of my favorite people, period, because I just loved the way he played the game. And I'm sitting there as a kid, no food on the table, mama trying to find a way to make it work. And I'm looking at mama and I tugged on her shirt one day and I said, one day you'll never work another day in your life. I promise you that, Mom. And to this day, me being selfish is now, when I leave here, I'll probably go find one of Ray Lewis cigars and sit back and say, wow, I did it. Like, I really did that, right? 9 surgeries later, nobody, you know, you always look at the television, and it's great to look at the television, but
the finished product.
It's the finished product. And man, I've always told my kids, and I've always told my family, I've always told my mom, I've always told people who can't find a way, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up.
Let me tell you something. If tomorrow wasn't promised, what would you give for today? Forget everything else. Forget everything else. Forget that there was any sunlight left. What would you spend today thinking about? Yourself or the man that's beside you? Or the man that you know you'll give everything in your heart for? We get one opportunity in life, one chance in life to do whatever you're gonna do, to lay your foundation, to make whatever mark you're gonna make, whatever legacy you're gonna leave your legacy. And it's found through effort. Wins and losses come a dime a dozen. But effort, nobody can judge effort. Because effort is between you and you. Effort ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. So that team that think they're ready to see you, they think what they seen on film, they ain't saw what film shows. Because every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature now than I was 5 minutes ago. Because I'm pissed off for greatness. Because if you ain't pissed off for greatness, that means you okay with being mediocre. Ain't no man in here okay with being just basic.
I'm from a very, very small town. Very small town. And in this small town, I just wanted to start off by thanking Papa Jakes. You know, the good book says, without a vision, thou people shall perish. His vision gives us new hope. His vision of his heart says that I will do, I will stand, I will put both of my feet in the ground, and I will stand for something, because if I don't stand for something, I'll fall for anything. Papa Jakes, thank you for this opportunity. Thank the Potter's House, Because from where I'm from, you don't dream making it to the Potter's house. I've been many places in my life, but I haven't come to the Potter's house yet. And every person that's connected to it, that's what's amazing. Is that there's energy every time you think about moving. I mean, you know, some people you pass by and you in the streets, you just keep passing by. But in the Potter's house, you got to be ready to say good morning every second of the day. And when they really know you, you got to give hugs. But it's who we are, and it's what the culture is. It's what the culture is. And thank you guys for letting me be here today. Thank you. So the Tory program, every person that's connected, his job is as important as the person that pushed through. Every person that's connected to you. It's the smallest things in life that we throw away too quickly. See, some people listen, but when you really want to change, you must hear. With this Tory program, what we did in this graduation, we made a step. We took the next step. But what does the next step mean? What does graduation really mean? Because when you really graduate, the thought I want to leave you with is today is it's time now till we must readjust our comfort zone. See, now it's time to go to a different thought process. You see, a goal, many goals that you may have of graduations and making it to this next moment. And I understand how important the goals can be, but the goals remains a goal until you write it on a piece of paper. Then it becomes a vision. So our next steps is, what is the vision? What is the vision? Because the only reason I'm here, the only reason we're here today is because of our yesterday. Everything I've been through has defined who I am right now. So what's the goal? What's the vision? But if the good book says write the vision and make the vision plain, before you write the vision, you must have an imagination. You must be able to see yourself out of the situation that you may have been in. If you can't imagine yourself being out of the hood, you'll keep going back to the hood. It's not that I became so brand new that I wanted to remove myself from the hood, but I couldn't change in the hood. I tell you this, you show me your crowd, I'll show you your future. Because they run hand in hand. But when you start to readjust your comfort zone, I want to share something with you that you must understand, that before anything great is really achieved, your comfort zone must be disturbed. It's the only way it works. It's the only way it works. You read the life of Job enough and you'll realize it ain't the start of the race you got to be careful with. You got to come find me when there's a finish line. We got to reconnect to what the vision really is. We got to reconnect to who we really are. The reason why we keep going backwards is because we're afraid of tomorrow. But we can't get to tomorrow because we must deal with today. That's why years of me playing and years of me going through what I was going through, instead of replying to what people may have said about me, I'm going to leave you with this. Tory program. My smile represents my past, and my heart represents my future. That way nobody never know what I'm thinking. So no matter what you say to me, no matter what you say I cannot do, no matter what you say I will not do, I must do. I have to do. I am king. I live as king. I walk as king. This is our new identity. The new identity is you must be okay with your comfort zone being shut up. They tell you when you start to mix a protein shake, they say it don't work unless you got the right blender. Because you got to grind it up fine enough that when it finally comes out, it goes down where it's supposed to go. You see, everybody looks at the body from the outside, but we forget it's not the outside that we're supposed to pay attention to. It's what's here.